Amazon PPC can be super complicated and frustrating, but it doesn't need to be that way. In today's video, what I want to do is give you guys a complete step-by-step tutorial on how to create and optimize a manual PPC campaign. Let's get to it. What's up, champs? Welcome to today's video. My name is Trevor Peterson. I'm a full-time seven-figure Amazon seller, and in today's video, we're going to be breaking down Amazon PPC. Before we dive into it, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, drop a comment, and if you do those three things, you guys have a chance of winning a $250 value of my top 5 product picks of the month. If you guys want access to those lists, the link will be down below, but if you want it for free, you guys can like the video, subscribe, drop a comment, and let's come over here and dive into my screen and let's talk about PPC. Again, it's complicated, it can be frustrating, totally understand, but we're going to be using four-wheel roller skates as the product example that we're going to be advertising today. So if I search four-wheel roller skates, don't know if you guys have ever gone roller skating, it's one of my favorite things to do. Anyways, you search four-wheel roller skates and you're going to see a sponsored ad come up. So this seller is targeting four-wheel roller skates specifically so that when somebody searches that on Amazon, their listing shows in the very first spot. So when they show it to the very first spot, the end goal is to get somebody to click on it to then purchase. And the cool thing about PPC, it stands for pay per click. You only pay when somebody clicks. So you want to target the most relevant, best keywords so that when somebody searches this, you're relevant. You're not advertising on some weird keyword. More than likely, I mean, you could, but you probably wouldn't go after ice skates, the keyword ice skates, if you're selling four-wheel roller skates. It just might not make sense, and you definitely wouldn't target keywords like iPhone case or garden hose. You want to find relevant keywords, and I'm going to show you guys a strategy on how to actually find these keywords because it's a super important part to optimizing your PPC campaigns. So now that you guys kind of get a better understanding of PPC, kind of the importance, how it works, we're going to come over here to Amazon and we're going to create our campaign. So you're going to go to your Amazon Seller Central advertising tab, hit campaign manager, then you'll go and choose a campaign type. We'll do sponsored products. In today's video, we're talking about creating a manual PPC campaign. So I'm going to give it a name. I'm just going to do four-wheel skates, manual keyword. And again, I just kind of name it something for me to know internally. There's nothing really else. Here's the product, these four-wheel roller skates. I'm going to come over here and the targeting. I'm going to choose manual targeting. From here, there are two options. There's keyword targeting and product targeting. In today's video, we're going to be mainly talking about keyword targeting. In my opinion, it's you're going to drive more sales and more traffic this way. Product targeting can be great, but it kind of depends on your product and your brand presence. So we're going to be talking about keyword targeting, so I'll select that. So let's come down to keyword targeting, and it gives you two options. You can either do what Amazon suggests, or you can enter a list. I like kind of entering a list or at least going through the suggested keywords and actually vetting them out and just making sure that they make sense. When I enter a list, I have a better idea of the demand of the keyword, maybe the competition. And so trying to find a balance between the two is difficult, but for the most part, what I do is I find my own keywords and I don't really do what Amazon suggests because that's what my automatic campaign is for. So if you guys don't know how to set up an automatic campaign, just this last week, I actually created a complete tutorial showing you how to create an automatic campaign. And that is basically what Amazon is doing is they're taking what they think is relevant and they're targeting those keywords. So in a manual campaign, I'm going to take from my research and enter in a complete list. So if we come right here and look at the suggested keywords, I mean, you'll see roller skates women, roller skates girls, girl skates, roller skate wheels. So all of these are great. Boy roller skates. So obviously, if you are selling skates that are more tailored to girls, it might not make as much sense to target boy roller skates. Whereas if you're selling something that's more universal, then targeting both would be a great option. So those are some things that you kind of have to take into consideration when creating these PPC campaigns, is you just have to have some common sense and think it through and say, okay, is my product for boys or is it for girls? Or is it for both? Is it for toddlers or is it for adults? If it's for adults, it doesn't make sense to target toddler roller skates. So that's kind of where the suggested ones come from. Like Amazon doesn't have a brain like we do to think, okay, this is this type of product. It's meant for this type of person. Maybe I shouldn't target this specific keyword. Now, you could run some tests and see if it works. It does not hurt. And I tell people when running PPC to test everything. Because in reality, toddler roller skates, even though I might be selling roller skates for adults, who knows? Maybe somebody, some mom or dad is buying roller skates for their toddler, but then they want to buy a pair of roller skates for themselves. You just never know. But again, those are things that you can kind of test. For me, I'm going to first start targeting what I know is most relevant and fits my specific product. So what you could do in terms of finding the best keywords is literally just go through this suggested keyword list. And how Amazon actually gets this is from your title, your bullet points, description, what you're ranking for. And they know, hey, people are buying it for this, so they're suggesting these different keywords. So these are great keywords, but again, I probably wouldn't come over here and just hit add all of them. I would go through and see, okay, outdoor roller skates, women, okay, that probably could be good. Roller skates, yep, adult roller skates, quad skates, you guys kind of get the point. That's what I'm going to do, and you're going to go in and add them accordingly. The next thing that I want to talk about is broad, phrase, and exact. So you'll see that there's this keyword roller skate women, and there's broad, phrase, and exact. So this is where PPC gets a little complicated. And again, sometimes broad works better than exact. Sometimes phrase works better than broad. Sometimes exact works better than broad. You just never know until you actually test it. So right here, it breaks down what each of them mean. So as match types allows you to fine tune which customer search terms trigger your ads. So broad contains all the keywords in any order and includes plural, variations, and related keywords. Okay, so that's broad. And again, you can see this inside your Amazon account to kind of get a refresher. Phrase contains the exact phrase or sequence of a keywords. Exact is exactly matches the keyword or sequence of the keywords. So if you want something super, super hyper targeted, then exact is the go-to. But if you just want more of a broad kind of generic, like let's say you're selling roller skates and you want to target roller skates, the keyword, and do it in broad, well, that means Amazon could target roller skates for women, roller skates adult. They can build off of that main kind of broad keyword roller skates and then add different things. And then phrase is basically in the middle of broad and exact. So that is a little complicated, and I know it takes a minute to understand. Again, Amazon is a learning curve. You're not going to learn it overnight, but go kind of brush up on those terms, understand these icons on Amazon. It kind of breaks it down. So like sort by, it gives you a complete definition. So those are some things that you can do. And then you got bid. It says choose a bid type that will help you meet your goals. Then you can hit learn more to learn more about bids. So that is everything kind of right here with the keyword targeting. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to just run an exact campaign. And I'm going to show you guys kind of a strategy that I use to find the best keywords to put in an exact campaign. And then what you can do is, again, you can test these keywords in a broad and phrase and see what's working and what's not. Optimize, generate reports like I showed you guys in last week's video with the automatic campaigns. So now that you guys kind of understand that, I'm going to come over here to enter a list. I'm going to deselect this, and let's just say skates. And I'm going to hit add key, roller skates women, add keyword. It's going to come over here, and I added that keyword. Now, I'm not just going to magically come up with a list of keywords. I'm going to actually show you guys a strategy on how to find these keywords, but what you're going to do is once you find the keywords, you'll come over here, paste it in here, and then I'll show you guys how to optimize over here. So let's come over here. Okay, so we're going to come over here to Amazon, and this is going to break down the exact strategy of how to find the best keywords for your PPC campaigns. You're going to come up to the Chrome extension. So we're going to use Helium 10 if you guys don't have it yet. The link will be down below. You guys can get 50% off for the first month. This is an incredible tool that's going to help you find products, optimize your listings, and also help you optimize your PPC campaign. So I can't stress enough, these tools are amazing. Again, they're only amazing if you know how to use them. So that's obviously the goal of this video, is to show you how to use them, and then you guys can go get the subscription yourself and pay the $50 to have access to everything that I'm going to be breaking down. So what I did is I searched 4-wheel roller skates on Amazon, pulled up the Chrome extension, and you'll see that this gives you just a big chart of information. It shows you the revenue, it shows you the price, it shows you the average reviews, the search volume, total revenue. There's a ton of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find what product is most like mine. And let's say I'm selling women roller skates, and they're like this, and this is the most similar to my type of product. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click on this checkbox, and I'm going to hit run keyword search. So what I am doing by doing this is I'm finding my top competitor, and I'm pulling a reverse search and finding the keywords that this seller is ranking for, because I know if they're generating 17 grand a month in sales, I know obviously they're doing something right. They're ranking for some sort of great keywords to drive those $17,000 in sales. So I want to basically research and dissect my competition to see what they're doing, and then take their keywords that they're ranking for, and I'm going to put those into my PPC campaigns. So from there, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do the organic rank 1 to 20. I would say 9 out of my 10 videos on YouTube, I show you guys how to use Helium 10 Cerebro. It's one of the most go-to tools. It helps you with product research, optimization, PPC, basically all the above. So if I'm going too quick, I have a ton of other videos breaking down exactly Cerebro, but I enter in the ASIN, I go organic rank 1 to 20, I hit apply filters. From there, I have 105 keywords that fit or that this particular product is ranking for on the first page. So right here, we have a list of products. Roller skates women has 152,000 search volume. That is a great keyword. I mean, if I'm selling roller skates for women, you betcha I want to make sure that I'm targeting that in my PPC campaigns. Moxie roller skates, that's going to be a brand, so I'm not going to target that. Adult roller skates women, that's a great keyword because there's a good search. The IQ score is good. Not a ton of competing products. This is a great keyword, and it's super targeted towards my product. Skates adult women. This is another great keyword. Got good search volume. So I'm going to go through and just see what's a good keyword and what's not. We got this one, yellow roller skates for women. If your roller skates are yellow, this is a great keyword that you want to go heavy on. If your roller skates aren't yellow, you could try it, but it might not perform well, because if somebody is searching for yellow roller skates, they want yellow roller skates. So they're very, very specific. So the more specific of the keywords that you can have, the better and more likely they're going to convert to purchases. So from there, I have this list. I went through, deleted some that don't make sense, like this one, roller scats. So that one is a keyword that's misspelled. So that is a great keyword to target. I mean, if 322 people are misspelling roller skates, well, then I want to target that in my PPC. So that's what the power of this tool is I find keywords that my competition is ranking for and selling, and I'm going to take those keywords and put it into my PPC campaign. So from there, I'm going to come over here to export data, and I'm going to copy it to clipboard. I can open it to a CSV file, to Frankenstein. I'm just going to simply copy it to clipboard, and then I'm going to come over here to Amazon, and I'm going to paste it right there. And just like that, I added all those keywords that I vetted and that I know are relevant, that make sense for my product. And I'm going to hit add keywords, and I'm going to do exact, because I know that these keywords are being searched 152,000 times, 1,900 times, 1,600 times. I know that people are searching the exact, this exact keyword phrase. So I'm going to enter that in. I'm going to hit add keywords. And just like that, it's going to give me an error saying, hey, 21 of the 100 keywords don't have a suggested bid. And the reason that that is the case is because they're probably not super high search keywords. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to pick up some low-hanging fruit. And it says 75 cents. I'm just going to throw 25 cents. I just want to see what works. And again, PPC, there's not one size fits all. You're going to have to go in and adjust. You might have to increase it. You might even have to decrease it. But I'm going to hit add keywords. And then it says these ones I'm not adding. And then I'm going to come over here. And this is where there's 101 different keywords. And these are the ones that there's no suggested bid. So they gave the 25-cent bid. And if I want, I could go a little bit higher. Or what I probably would recommend, and this is where I would put it into a broad campaign. So I would take these keywords that maybe don't have a suggested bid just because they don't have a ton of search for them. I would maybe create another campaign and do broad. So you could run an exact and broad at the same time. And right there's like this one is roller skates. This one is rollers, whatever that is. Most of these are misspelled words. So you could have them as an exact, because if people are misspelling them, then yeah, it'd be good to have them as an exact. Or you could have it as a broad, and then you could kind of build, let Amazon build off of it. So I'm just going to leave it as is right here, the 25 cents. Then I'm going to come over here, and this is where it's going to give me the suggested bid, because these ones, adult roller skates, women, obviously have a little bit more search than keywords that are misspelled. So it tells me that the suggested bid is between 91 cents to $2.57. It's saying $1.28. So you could leave it at $1.28. And this is, again, there's no one size fits all. This is where you're going to have to go in and actually optimize, see what's working and see what's not working. So when I very first create a campaign, I'm just going to go through and just what they recommend and what they suggest, I'm just going to have it what they recommend. From there, I'm going to run it a few days and then go back and see what's working and what's not. Am I spending too much here? Am I not spending enough? And then I'll either adjust it up or down. I'll adjust my bids up or down. And so that's another thing with PPC, is it's a constant game of tweaking, adjusting, seeing what's working and what's not. So from there, I've got all of these to the suggested bid. I'm going to come over here, negative keyword targeting. I'm not going to worry about this yet, but the campaign bidding strategy, I'm going to select dynamic bids down only. And what that means is if I have a bid of $1.20, Amazon will not go over $1.20 per click. Whereas if I had dynamic bids up and down, they would actually go above $1.20 by 100%. So if you want to spend more and if you guys want to get more clicks and really push your PPC, then that's where I would recommend running dynamic bids up and down. So if you're just launching a product, that's where this might make sense to have dynamic bids up and down so that you can go really push your product. But as you're kind of optimizing, I don't really want to spend $3, $4, $5 per click. So I'm going to just do the dynamic bids down only. Again, you guys can come back, adjust, optimize, increase, decrease, and with the data that you get from the reports, that's what's going to help you decide what you're going to do, whether you increase or decrease it. So I'm going to select that. Then I'm going to give it a name, the start date, my daily budget. I'm going to do at least $30 a day, and I'm going to hit launch campaign. And that is how I create a complete manual PPC campaign, finding the best keywords, going in, selecting the bids, entering a list, using exact, the difference between broad, phrase. There is so much when it comes to PPC. So take your time. Don't get overwhelmed. Just take it day by day. It's going to take a few weeks, maybe a few months to kind of get comfortable with optimizing, adjusting, adding certain keywords, dropping the bids, all the terminology, ACOS, PPC, broad, phrase, exact. All of those terms will come to you eventually as you just get in the game and as you start running your own PPC campaigns. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I know that this was a little bit longer of a video, but I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys can now go out, find the best keywords, create a manual PPC campaign, target these keywords to drive more traffic to the listing to then hopefully get more sales. More sales you have, the more rank you're going to get. So that is a complete PPC manual campaign strategy, step-by-step tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.